Okay, back here in Orlando now, we want to move back to the West Coast and pick up our coverage with Chris Hall. He's a storm chaser. Chris, I understand you were in Sarasota overnight. That must have been something. Now you're in Tampa. What did you learn in Sarasota? Let's start there, Chris.
Yeah, we were in Sarasota for landfall and moments after, and let me just tell you, it looked like a war zone. Just the amount of power flashes, and you can hear the trees snapping in the town. It just sounded like a war zone, and that was right in downtown Sarasota. And it took us nearly 2.5 hours to get back to Tampa, what would originally be maybe an hour.
Yeah, I'm thinking about St. Armand's Key, right? Bird Key and Lido Key, which is just to the west of Sarasota, but right there on the water. Were you able to assess anything that was happening out there or pick up any coverage from there?
No, at the time, we barely made it back to I-75 to come north, and the barrier islands, most of them were blocked off during the duration of the hurricane. But we are going to go back down there today, and we are going to assess the damage. We're actually getting ready to leave Tampa here in just a little bit, so I can tell you what I know once I get down there.
Yeah. Now, tell me what you learned from overnight. You chase storms for a reason. You want to pick up data and information. What data and information did you get last evening?
We recorded gusts over 100 miles an hour in downtown Sarasota. We're going to talk to our team this morning and see what other information that they recorded, because a lot of people actually did put out the probes to be able to record the pressure and everything up into the hurricane. But we're waking up to a beautiful sky this morning, so we shouldn't have any issues getting back south today. So,
yeah, I wonder when they let you on the islands, because a lot of those roads could be blocked off for some time. Just last comment on that, Chris.
Yeah, I agree. And it all comes down to how the bridges are to access those barrier islands. If anything they think may be wrong with it, they'll keep that closed for a little while. We went through this during Hurricane Ian and Sanibel Island.
We want to show you some incredible video we're getting from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. As we know, they've been conducting water rescues throughout the morning in the aftermath of Hurricane Milton. And this is video they just posted to social media of a young boy that was apparently floating on a piece of fence. And officers, deputies I should say, were coming by him. He apparently gets their attention, and as you can see there, calls out for them. They approach him, and they are able to get him out of the water safely. Some incredible video. Again, a 14-year-old boy on a piece of fence being dragged out of the floodwaters of Hurricane Milton. We actually want to talk to the sheriff of Hillsborough County now. Sheriff Chad Chronister joins us live. Sheriff, you put this video out on social media. I'm wondering what goes through your mind when you see footage like this?
Listen, I just happened to be on the airboat for that one. The over 200 rescues we've done and are still actively conducting. We just offloaded a family as I'm standing here by the flooded water. He was waving us down, flagging us down. Most people were saying hello. He was frantically wailing his arms. We went over, and it literally was like a scene out of the Castaway movie, how he's hanging on for dear life. His mom evacuated him to a safer area last night. He was walking home. Didn't realize the water was going to get as flooded as deep as it did, and he's not a good swimmer, and hence the rescue. And he was visibly shaken. I mean, he hugged us. He was just so grateful, and we took him to some dry land. But just one of many rescues we've been conducting today.
Yeah, Sheriff, I'm certain that he's appreciative of the work of your deputies and obviously all emergency rescue personnel across the state. You mentioned more than 200 rescues. Can you give us an idea of whether there have been any serious injuries or any fatalities in Hillsborough County?
Not yet. Not that's been reported to me. We rescued 135 disabled elderly citizens that were relocated from Bradenton. So let's take them to North Tampa, the university area. Let's take them up here because they'll be safe here.